Welcome students in our next session of Science and Technology Part 2. In last few lectures we are talking about the life processes in living organism. In that we are talking about the reproduction processes. In last few lectures we are talking about male and female reproductive system, and now we will deal with fertilization and development of embryo. Before starting the process of fertilization, we will just discuss the gamete formation. As we had already discussed in male and female reproductive system, the gametes, which we called as a male gametes and female gametes, the male gamete, which we called as a sperm, and female gamete, which we called as a ovum or egg cell, they are formed by the process of meiosis. Both gametes, that is sperms and ovum, are formed by meiosis process. Sperms are produced in testes of man from beginning of maturation or puberty till death. Once the male, he will become mature, or at the age of puberty he can produce the sperms as a male gamete, and he can produce the sperm or male gamete till the death of his. However, in case of women, at the time of birth there are 2 to 4 million immature oocytes in the ovary of female fetus. An oocyte matures and is released from ovary every month from the beginning of maturity up to the age of menopause. Means at the birth only, the female fetus or woman has 2 to 4 million immature oocytes or ova, which we can say the unripe eggs. And every month, once it will become mature or at the age of puberty, it will release one ovum or egg cell into the oviduct for the fertilization process. But this process continues up to the age of menopause. Now, what is this menopause? The menopause is nothing but the stoppage of functioning of female reproductive system. Now, how it stops? It will stop only by the secretion of hormones that will control the function of female reproductive system, or either it will become irregular, and this causes or that will cause the menopause. So whatever the secretion of hormones which control the function of female reproductive system, that will become irregular or it will completely stop, the process is called as a menopause in case of the female. Now we will discuss about the next point, which we called as a fertilization process. Now, how will you define fertilization? Fertilization is a process, or it is a formation of zygote by union of sperm and ovum. Okay, here in the figure you will observe, here in the fallopian tube or in oviduct, here is a fusion of sperm, which we called as a male gamete, and this is an egg, which we called as a female gamete. Okay, the sperm made in the testes of man are introduced into the vagina of woman through penis during copulation or mating. Okay, means in fertilization, actually it is an internal process, or you can say fertilization is internal in human. The semen which is ejaculated in vagina during copulation, and the sperm which are in the number of few millions start their journey by the route of vagina, vagina to uterus, uterus to oviduct. As we know, these sperms, which we called as a male gametes, they are highly active and mobile. Okay, these sperms, they will enter into the female reproductive system So as we know, this is the lower part of this reproductive system. This is nothing but the vagina, and the part which we can say the penis, it will deliver the sperms into the vaginal cavity, and from this, by crossing this cervix, it will come into the uterus, and from uterus it will come into the oviduct or fallopian tube. One of those few million sperm fertilize the only ovum present in the oviduct. So out of millions of sperm, only one sperm, it will fuse with the ovum or egg, which is delivered into the oviduct or fallopian tube. Okay, and this is called as a fertilization process once the zygote is formed. Okay, now as we know, from the age of puberty up to the menopause, means in case of woman or a female fetus, from the age of 10 to 17, where actually the puberty or it is the age of maturation, up to the age of 45 to 50 years, an ovum is released every month from the ovary. That is, out of 2 to 4 million ova, approximately only 400 oocytes are released up to the age of menopause. And whatever the remaining, as we had discussed in earlier section, that at the time of the birth, she has 2 to 4 million immature oocytes. And out of that, only 400 oocytes are released at during the age of puberty. Okay, so remaining oocytes undergo degeneration process. Now oocytes released from the ovaries during the last few months nearing the age of menopause, means at the age of 45 to 50 years. At this age, the ability of division has been diminished till now. Okay, means once it will form the zygote, it will undergo the meiosis and mitotic cell divisions. But at the age of menopause, this ability, okay, this ability is diminished. That will the ability is decreasing. Due to this, they cannot complete the meiotic division properly. If such oocytes are fertilized, the newborn produced from them may be with some abnormalities like Down syndromes. Means if such thing happens, whatever the new progeny that will come out, they are having the abnormalities like Down syndrome. Okay. Now we will discuss about the development of embryo. When the ovum is fertilized in the oviduct, then a zygote is formed. The zygote divides rapidly by mitosis as it moves down rapidly in the oviduct and forms a hollow ball of hundreds of cells. As we had discussed in case of fertilization, that sperm, the male gamete, and ova, that is a female gamete, they fuse and form the zygote. It is a fertilization process. Once the fertilization is completed, the zygote which is formed, it will undergo the mitosis. Here we will observe that is a formation of zygote, that is fertilized egg, and it undergo the mitosis, and now after that it moves slowly down into the oviduct. Okay, and it will form the hollow ball of hundreds of cells. This hollow ball of cells now called embryo. Okay, so this is called as a embryo. It sinks into the soft and thick lining of uterus and get embedded in it. So this embedding of embryo in the thick lining of uterus, it is called as an implantation process. Okay. Once this implantation completes, a disc-like spatial tissue develops between the uterus wall and the embryo, which is called as a placenta. See, this is the embryo and this is a wall of uterus. And in between these two, this is a formation of a disc-like structure which we called as a placenta. The fetus is connected to placenta in mother's body through the umbilical cord. This is a umbilical cord by which the fetus is connected with the placenta. It is through the placenta that all the requirements of developing fetus like nutrition, respiration and excretion etc. are met from the mother's body. So this is the actual connection, or it is the pipe by which the requirement of this newly forming fetus is completed in mother's body. And what are the requirements? Like nutrition, respiration and excretion. Okay. In other words, the exchange of nutrients, oxygen and the waste products between the embryo and mother's body takes place through this placenta. So this is the connection. Actually, this is the connecting link between the mother's body and the fetus. Okay. The time period for the fertilization up to the birth of the baby is called as a gestation. Means once the fertilization takes place, it will form the fertilized egg, or which we can say as a zygote. Once the zygote is formed, from there up to the birth of the baby, whatever the period, it is called as a gestation. The average gestation period in humans is about 9 months or about 38 weeks. During the gestation period, the fetus grows to become a baby. Means in initial stage, which we called as a fetus, and day by day, or once it complete the gestation of 9 months or 38 weeks, now it will become a baby. Birth begins when the strong muscles in the wall of uterus start to contract rhythmically. The rhythmic contraction of uterus muscles gradually pushes the baby out of the mother's body through vagina. Okay, means once the gestation period completes, it will take 38 weeks or 9 months. Afterwards, the muscles of uterus, they will start to contract rhythmically, and this rhythmic contraction of uterus muscles gradually pushes the baby in the passage for the birth. You can what we can say, the passage or vaginal passage, and from this passage it will come out from the body of mother. Okay, so this is all about the fertilization and development of embryo process. In next lecture we will discuss about our next point, which we called as a menstrual cycle.